Hello, Aries, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. I'm here to give you your part B of your birthday bonus reading, okay? And we're going to focus once again on your financial situation, okay? If you're new to my channel, I'd certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions, okay? So, again, with this reading, I'm going to go on and just focus a little bit more on your financial situation. And today I'm going to use the My Gilded Tarot, okay, in order to um, convey your messages here today. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading, as with any other reading, simply may not and will not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable information that you're seeking so that you can ascertain your best financial decisions. Okay? Rest assured, as I've indicated, that this reading may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I hope it offers you the information that you're seeking. So, with this reading, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing as your overarching theme, okay, that pervades your reading, or the overarching motif. And then I'm going to move on and discuss with you what I'm seeing that may have happened or might be in the process of happened in your past, okay? And then bring you up more current to your present, and to share with you what isn't important at this time. Simply put, placing your focus in this area will not gain you the results that you're seeking. And then I'll focus on what then is important, okay? Then share with you various challenges that may crop up, as well as what might be hidden in your situation and a probable outcome, ladies and gentlemen, should you continue on as you are, okay? If this reading resonates with you guys, remember to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So let's go on and see what we have in terms of overarching energy that pervades your reading. And just as with the last reading, this reading as well is valid until the end of August to give you some time to work with this, Aries, okay? Just going to just shuffle up. So, Spirit, the situation is Aries' financial situation. What's the outlook? Okay. Spirit, what is the outlook when it comes to Aries' financial situation? What's the outlook? Okay. Spirit, what is the outlook when it comes to Aries' financial situation here? What message do you like me to share with Aries concerning this? Okay. Why don't we just select two cards from the bottom of the deck, and then I'm just going to discuss the overarching energy that I'm seeing. We have the Hierophant. Okay. And we have the Lovers, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's set that down here. Okay. So let's go on and just take a peek here and see what these cards are trying to tell us. All right. So, of course, with the Hierophant, ladies and gentlemen, that it represents Taurus energy or Earth, okay? This card is all about conformity. It's all about respect. So, it suggests that many of you really need to perhaps consult. Again, this is the overarching energy that's pervading the time period in question. I'm getting a strong sense that many of you need to really consult an agent or a counselor to kind of help you get your finances back on track. Although, ladies and gentlemen, you might have cash on hand, you might consider learning how to budget and to save during this time period in question. I'm getting with that card. I feel that a business idea might not go through as you envisioned. And for some of you, I'm kind of seeing, I do see you moving up. And many of you might be inclined to return to school to even further your chances for future success. Some of you might also be working as a teacher or considering, Aries, that line of work. This card asks you one simple question. What can you learn from tradition, ladies and gentlemen? Get out of your rut to embrace change, which I'm feeling here. Otherwise, it's going to be thrust upon you here. This is a major arcana. And when you have major arcanas, okay, destiny is running its course with you. If you take a more conservative approach when it comes to your finances, Aries, success is certainly likely. All right. Some of you might even need to focus more on spiritual concerns as it seems here, you seem very obsessed with the acquisition of money or perhaps the lack thereof. Okay. Try to set aside perhaps 10%, ladies and gentlemen, of your pay, and that may help you get started. Start saving something little by little here, and before you know it, Aries, you'll have a chunk of cash saved. Okay? And now let's go on and just look at the lover's card here that sits next here. Okay? That represents an air sign, of course, but we're not really going to focus more on the elements here. But having that lover's card there, that certainly clearly tells you, Aries, that there are important decisions you need to make regarding your finances, particularly during this time period in question. And be careful that you certainly don't make a haphazard decision. And when you're trying to make a decision, you might want to consider looking more to your future development as well as looking um, towards your future aspirations. Okay? Consider perhaps placing your savings and perhaps an IRA account, a place where you won't be inclined to touch it or either to spend it. Okay? If you want to be successful, these are things that you might want to consider. Okay? Money might also come through a business partnership that you might have with another, I'm getting. And because you have the lovers here, it could be someone with whom you are romantically involved here. All right? I feel that although you are Aries, it seems that you are in fact at a fork in the road. You need to make adjustments. Perhaps you might consider combining, as I said, your resources with a partner here to reduce taxes or anything that of that nature here, because it seems that cooperation and collaboration here is what's required of you. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go on and just select cards here, ladies and gentlemen, to represent your past, your present, what's not important, what's important, the challenges associated, and what's hidden, and look at your probable outcome, okay? And then we're gonna go on and just I'm gonna go on and make a few general observations, okay? And then we're gonna just move right along on to into your get into more specifics into your reading. Okay? So let's go on and just go on and select some cards here. Okay, let's look at your past situation here. We have the temperance. Okay, and I'm going to get back to these cards. I just want to pull them all out for you. Okay, let's look at your present. Wow, you have the Emperor. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, let's look at what's not important. Okay, in your situation. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Okay, you see, you got all of these major arcanas here, so that means that your situation is certainly affecting you majorly. All right, let's go on and see what's important. We have the Devil. And keep in mind, Aries, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? Let's look at your challenge. You have the Four of Pentacles, okay? Let's look at what's hidden. Five of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So this doesn't look like a rosy card here. So let's look at your probable outcome here, despite whatever challenges that you might be up against. We have, ladies and gentlemen, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So let's go on and just make some general observations here on what I'm seeing that seems to be cropping up for you guys. And then we're going to get into more specifics here. Let me just go on and just grab these cards out here. Okay. So I can open them up to get a good view of them. See what's actually going on with you guys here. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to open them up. Alrighty. Spirit, what is it that you would like me to share here? I'm looking at these observations here. So I'm kind of feeling that I'm seeing a loss of income for some of you. I'm also seeing sorrow. Okay. I'm also, it looks like that I'm seeing a lot of fear, and it looks like it might be surrounding your work. I'm seeing a sense of being, or feeling a sense of being undermined by another. Okay. And I feel that although many of you really feel that you are, in fact, a valued employee, you're going to be undermined. The boss is just, it seems wishy washy, I'm getting with some of you guys, okay? I'm also feeling too that some of you might even be holding back and not really doing your work appropriately, or you just simply have a negative attitude or a feeling. And I'm seeing troubles perhaps coming up with authority figures I'm getting, okay? I do, however, despite whatever challenges here, because you do have some positive cards here. Well, all cards are, they have both positive and negative polarities, ladies and gentlemen. So keep in mind, okay, both each card does, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing you achieving your financial goals, and I'm also seeing financial abundance by the end of this time period in question. So it's almost an agreement of what I've already indicated to you in your Lenormand's reading. Okay, it seems that your financial situation is really, it's going to improve very soon here. Okay, I also see, career advancement or career change for you guys, and I'm seeing a possibility that some of you might even be getting a raise or bonus or a promotion. So these cards can kind of go in any way here. It's like as one door closes, another tends to open, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm also seeing too during this time period that there is going to be some type of financial loss that's connected with your responsibility. And doing this reading, I just want to piggyback and go back to your part A reading. You had that bad bed card in Clover. So, ladies and gentlemen, it also could mean that some of you might make money from sex or being an escort, or something like that too as well. So keep that in mind. Okay. But with this reading, I'm seeing a lot of money troubles that might crop up, which appears to be to your own recklessness. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what that recklessness includes. So perhaps you might want to slow a bit down with your financial, with your spending to avoid, whatever that may come up later here, because it seems that this is because of you and your irresponsibility and how you handle money. Okay. And for some of you, this loss might even come in the form of loss of one's income, I'm getting. The time has come, ladies and gentlemen, for you to make an effort to really reclaim financial balance and to, you need to make some type of attempt to budget your money a bit better. All right? Let's go on and just look at your past situation, Aries. And again, if this reading is resonating for you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button here. So with your past, we have temperance here. Okay. We all know what temperance is connected with. It's all about, ladies and gentlemen, moderation. Okay. And with temperance is connected with Sagittarius. So Gibbs card urges self-control. It urges, ladies and gentlemen, self-discipline and frugality. So it shows that many of you had to make compromises and had to work with others, which may have benefited you in some way. Many of you also realized that it seems that you needed to control your spending and needed to work on a budget. Okay? You realize that perhaps you were being a bit self indulgent. To include, ladies and gentlemen, but not limited to, excessively drinking, spending your money in those areas, you know, doing drugs and various other mind altering intoxicants, or simply spending beyond your means, okay? You realize that you needed to slow down, I'm getting. Many of you might even hated your job, okay? Particularly with that temperance card. And some of you might have even had or made some quick short term sacrifices that did not make you feel deprived in any way, okay? You might have even channeled funds into an investment, hoping perhaps Aries to yield a bit return later. I feel that many of you were or you became a bit very, very impatient with your financial situation, so much so that you really wanted to give up. But guess what? You didn't, okay? You realized that you had to just keep trusting and to have faith that the universe certainly knows what it's doing, right? So let's fast forward, ladies and gentlemen, and just get on and see where we are when it comes to your presence here. Okay, I'm just going to go back and pull the cards that I've already pulled here. Look what you have in your present. The Emperor. Okay, so good fortune, ladies and gentlemen, and an auspicious turn of events abound. Your finances will improve soon. Okay, and if it has yet to do so, it will if it hasn't. Okay. I also see you doing something differently, ladies and gentlemen, connected to your work or perhaps your form of employment. I'm also seeing very exciting new opportunities coming your way. Success, even for some of you in a business or a legal debacle. Okay. I also see you being a leader as well as someone who manages his or her responsibilities very effectively. There's a possibility too that an older man, or it could even be for some of you, your boss at your job, I feel that he's supportive or she of you and your progress. I also see a raise, as I've indicated, or promotion that might come your way for some of you. And many of you, I'm kind of getting, you're going to kind of meet the right people at the right time. I'm seeing perhaps within this time period in question. I really see you, Aries, really, really organizing your finances. Okay. And I see that some of you will, in fact, consider having automatic cash deductions going into a saving account for a rainy day. So I do see that you're going to be taking action on kind of restoring or reclaiming financial balance. Okay. Many of you have the necessary discipline, Aries, to really meet your financial goals, I feel. But you have to surrender worry. Okay. So, with any given situation, Aries, there are some things that we tend to place our focus on that we shouldn't. Okay. So, let's look at those areas that's not important when it comes to your financial situation or what you might need to do here. So, we're going to go on and just select, well, we have already selected a card here. So, we have the High Priestess. Okay. So, the High Priestess is telling you that now is certainly not the time, ladies and gentlemen, to rest on your laurels. It's not the time to show patience. And it's certainly not the time to allow things to just happen and you just aimlessly waiting around for it to do so. It's even not the time for you to even evade situations, okay? It's not the time to be forceful, Aries, to be extroverted, to be gossiping and telling everyone about your plans. Or just simply, as I've indicated, just being financially reckless, okay? Nonchalant with your spending. To continue to embrace Aries' past conditioning regarding how you felt about your financial situation, which it does not serve you now in this moment. Okay? So then you might ask, what in the hell is important then? Okay? So here we go. All right. Wow. You have the devil card that's telling you that this is important. The devil. And what he's saying to you, Aries, is that instead, it's now important to really know your true motive in your pursuit to become more financially stable. It's important that you review, Aries, aspects of your financial work situation that you might have overlooked or perhaps refused to examine in the past. It's now important, Aries, that you take a risk and come to terms to what might have caused you to feel immobilized, imprisoned, if you will. It's time that you be hard, even ruthless in your approach, because of course that's what the devil does, right? Since there are often some people and circumstances who or that tend to be impervious, ladies and gentlemen, to good reasoning as well as to good kindness. Therefore, stop being the nice guy. Stop shelling out your money to those who really don't deserve it, you know? And some of you might even be dealing with swindlers or someone with a criminal background. Okay? So be vigilant, okay? Don't worry if people see you as a devil. They only are because you are what? Imposing limitations, okay? Now let's see what might come as a challenge to you. And again, this reading, ladies and gentlemen, is valid until the end of August. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So let's go on and see that what might crop up as a potential challenge. Wow, Four of Pentacles, okay? So, okay, this card is all about maintaining the status quo, but since it's challenging you, this card may suggest that you may have the inability to share with others. You know, Aries, you do have a tendency towards narcissism at times, or to even be a hoarder of your resources, or to just simply be smug or controlling, self centered, or just being too focused, as I've indicated at the onset, on the acquisition money or the lack thereof, and your spiritual life tends to suffer. Or you're just simply fearing poverty or just carelessness or wasteful spending here. These are all things that are going to challenge you, and perhaps even poor fiscal management. Okay. So let's move right along to see what might be hidden. All right. Wow. We have the Five of Pentacles here, ladies and gentlemen. So, as I said, that some problems are to be expected here. So, what's hidden here? I'm seeing that some type of loss or disappointment or misfortune or loss of faith or despair might be coming about for some of you guys, or you just might simply feel like you've been left out in the cold. Some of you are going to, in fact, hit rock bottom before this time period ends, but your situation will improve, so you can't let it get the better of you. Okay, you're going to feel as if you have no one in the world against whom to lean. And I feel that both a financial and or for some of you a legal loss is to be expected. I also see difficulties arising at work, which might even cause some of you to lose your job. But despite your challenges, Aries, understand that when one door closes, certainly another opens. I see many of you getting a new job as well as seeing your financial situation improving dramatically. Okay? So now let's go on and just see what your probable outcome is going to be should you continue on as you are here. We have Nine of Pentacles here. This is a pretty fairly good card, isn't it? So I really see that your financial situation will in fact improve, and I see you really, just doing things to really help and serve others here. I see that you're going to feel a bit more independent, a bit more self. You're going to rely more on yourself. But keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that while you may have money or while money may come to you, it damn sure can't buy you happiness, okay? Only you can provide the happiness that you seek. You need to know your worth, Aries, and try not to spend too much time being alone here due to your sense of independence here, you know? Remember, your cards told you from the onset here that you have the lover, and collaboration is usually key here for you. All right? So, Aries, this is what I have for you in terms of your financial reading. I'm going to go on and just get out another deck here and just share with you four closing messages here. Okay? And again, Aries, if this reading resonated, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings, okay? Spirit, give me four more messages here to share with Aries and to provide some assistance here to them regarding divine abundance here. What messages that it may need to hear? Let's get four messages. Okay, let's see. Divine abundance. Actually, you actually got that card here, okay? So, Aries, understand that you were certainly born to align with love's will. Follow the tail and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Okay? Next message. Sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Aries. Next message. Grounded. Understand that many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. And so too you can. You have to ground yourself. And last message, Aries, in closing, guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, Aries, you finally have a fixed star to follow. Okay? So, Aries, this is the reading that I have. I certainly hope once again that you guys have enjoyed your birthday period. And once again, be sure to give this reading a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit. If any of you wishes to have a more personalized reading, please access my website to schedule your reading there, or you can send an email. Have a beautiful night, and I look forward to hearing your comments.